Steel City at Pittsburgh's Akron Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he won't quite make it to the They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On the draw, it's Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now, second and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Carolina. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, this is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield now. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now the Terror Towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mayfield. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So there he goes left side, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the delay, here's Harris. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got a little down the numbers. There he goes. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
They'll have about one last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Trubisky to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Throwing now is Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Extra point now by Boswell. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
85 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one's high, but not very far. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. What can Mayfield do here in the OT?
Complete to Chenault. And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here's Baker.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the 50. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, out the curve, out the